beautiful park in Shoreline, Washington. I'm talking to different folks, and I'm talking to Melinda, who's going to say who she is. So here we go. Okay.
Okay,
Okay, Melinda, how are you?
I'm doing well.
Good. So tell us who you are.
I'm Melinda Sneed. I'm the public art coordinator for the city of Shoreline.
The whole city.
Uh-huh.
Wow. So what are you doing here?
Well, I'm here at Crookabird Garden with Jasmine Brown, who's been selected as an artist to create fence artwork for the new boardwalk
Okay.
that opened under a year ago,
Okay.
which was a large $1 million project,
Oh
part
wow.
of the Parks Bond Improvement Projects.
Okay.
And so she's out here engaging with folks and getting to know them and what intrigues them and inspires them about Crookabird Garden.
Okay. So how long have you been in Shoreline?
I've worked for the city of Shoreline just a little over 2.5 years.
Okay. Are you from Shoreline or Seattle or Hollywood
I'm
or?
just over the border
Okay.
in
In
Seattle.
Seattle. Okay.
hmm
Is there like a rift between Seattle and Shoreline? Like a rift between Seattle and
Not,
Tacoma?
not
Not
really,
really.
because
Okay.
you can throw a rock over the divide for the cities. It's 145th, so it's just a street. So one side is Seattle and one side is Shoreline.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Because a lot of people think that Shoreline is just Seattle North.
right.
It just incorporated as a city in 1995.
Okay.
So this is its 30th birthday this year.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I mean, even that, because I know that some cities like Seattle like to encroach, like King County, they
Mm-hmm.
swallow an area to get more tax money.
Right.
But I don't want to go too political on that.
Yeah,
So,
but for whatever reason, they never did that to Shoreline. This space has always been called Shoreline because it was from the shoreline of Lake Washington to the shoreline of Puget Sound.
okay.
And then sometime in I think the 60s, but don't quote me on that,
Right.
Lake Forest Park incorporated as a city, but the city of Shoreline didn't incorporate until 1995.
Okay. History. That's interesting.
hmm
So I mean, again, this is a beautiful park. I know
hmm
in Seattle we have Lake Washington and the Arboretum.
hmm
That's a beautiful place there too. So,
Yeah.
is there any like collaboration between like UW and you guys here, or?
Well, actually, JP would probably be better to talk about what the collaboration is.
Okay.
But this is a botanic garden, so that means they have specimens from all over the world they have here in this garden. Many of them started by the Kruckebergs who brought them from far off places and into this space. This used to be their house. Behind you is their
Right.
house.
Right. Okay.
And they started planting all the plants and trees here in the 60s.
Hmm. Wow. 60s.
hmm
That's 6 years ago. 60 years ago. Because we're
Yeah.
2025 now.
Mhm.
Beautiful. So I mean, from all over the world. I mean, what's the inspiration? Why would somebody do that? I mean,
To keep the species alive,
okay.
to bring it to this part of the country.
Right.
Many of the plants come from places that have temperate climates, just like we do.
Mm-hmm.
So part of it was experimentation. Will these thrive in the Pacific Northwest? And can we bring this species from, a far off land?
Right.
And can it thrive here? And can we introduce people to it? Because they shared their garden
Right.
and their love of gardening
So
with
how
the
many
community.
people visit your garden a year? Do you think?
Oh, that is a really good question.
Okay.
I don't know the answer to that.
Okay.
But I could find it for you, I'm sure. But I don't know the
I
answer
thought
right
it was a
now.
cooker earlier. So yeah, I know when you're a nonprofit, you need to show your reports to people, and so I
Yeah.
need this money because I have so many people come every year, every month,
hmm
or whatever.
Yeah.
So you mentioned $1 million boardwalk earlier.
hmm
So tell me more about that process.
So that was part of the Parks Bond
Okay.
levy. So
Okay.
the voters in 2022 voted on a Parks Bond levy. So this is one of the 8 parks that bond levy is updating and repairing.
Okay.
hmm
Is that just King County or is it just
That's just in
Shoreline?
Shoreline.
Shoreline. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So I mentioned the parks in not all the parks, but the park in Seattle.
hmm
So for 2026, what's going to be the plan?
What's going to be my plan?
Well, not personally,
Or,
but for
or for parks?
your parks.
I
Yeah.
think I think all 8 parks will be completed by then.
Okay.
And then I think that they may be looking to redo the pool. Many years ago, they had to demolish the pool that we had
Hmm.
because it was in bad disrepair and the cost to repair it was prohibitive.
Okay. Okay.
So I think they'll be looking towards that as the next big project.
Right.
Um,
Hmm.
but one thing I wanted to talk to you about is that this particular botanic garden is interesting. Not only was it started off by the Kruckebergs, who then wanted it to be gifted to the city. But the Kruckeberg Botanic Foundation runs the park, even though it is a city-owned park. They run the park for us.
That's interesting. So I guess a lot of collaboration, monies and things like that. How do you track that? Because it's part of the government
there's a budget.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
And there's a contract with the foundation.
Right. Okay.
Directly.
Okay.
Yeah, for their services.
So how many of these parties do you do?
Well,
Not you, but
this particular concert is put on by Shoreline Arts. So
Okay.
they're a local arts nonprofit, and they have a series of concerts in the park.
Okay.
So this is one of the parks that they select to
Right.
do a concert.
Okay.
Yes.
So I know beforehand we were talking about how COVID kind of messed things up, and now everybody's trying to do everything at once.
Yeah.
Do multiple things, you know.
Yeah.
And the weather is so great here now. So that's the one thing about the Pacific Northwest. In the summertime, it gets dark at 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
So, but in the wintertime, it gets dark at 4.
Yeah.
And that change of the hours is really kind of, seasonal affective disorder is real.
Very real.
Yeah. So Melinda, I mean, I already talked about 2026 and the end of the boardwalk. And tell us about the concert. You already talked about the concert, but that's a long way to get down. ADA accessibility. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yes.
ADA accessible.
Yeah.
So I think that means it has a 2% grade.
Okay.
And so instead of I think before it just had a switchback stairs that went down there. They're a little bit steep. They don't have handrails.
Right.
And the other option was a ramp that also wasn't ADA accessible because it was covered in rocks, like pebbles.
Ooh.
And so if you have a wheelchair or in a walker or use a cane, that may not be an accessible route to get down to the bottom of the garden. And this is a park that's about 4 acres, much of which is down at the lower level.
Nice.
So it's important to create a way to explore and engage with that. And when you're walking the boardwalk, it's really interesting to just stop and take all nature in. It's almost like you're in a little treehouse and you get to overlook the entire garden.
Right.
So we didn't have those views before.
When you say boardwalk, I always think of beaches.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
So I'm from New Jersey. Atlantic City was the spot. So yeah, boardwalk is a beach. But you have a beach here. The boardwalk you're talking is the trail.
Yeah.
The border trail that gets down there. Wow. So Melinda, any final words you want to share?
Any final words? I'm really excited to see what Jasmine's going to create for this park. And I'm just glad that she's here engaging with the public.
Excellent. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
So just like that. Okay, go like that and go like that. Come on. Okay, you man, it's your boy, Dr. Jackson, talking to some folks here in Seattle in the surrounding area, some in Shoreline today. And hope you enjoyed the conversation. Peace.